Hi Dad, it's Saturday, April 27th. Let's see what's going on in the greenhouse. A couple weeks ago we moved this shelving system in here. My original thought was to put all the plants on it, but then I realized if I go for like a week without being here, that everything will dry out. So now I just have things that are in a little bit bigger pots. Let's see what's here. Down here, these are actually lady slipper. You're not supposed to dig them up, but the deer kept chewing them down, eating them until there was nothing left. So I figured they were going to die anyway, so I dug them up and they're doing quite well. Can't remember what this is. Some kind of bulbs. So this is garlic, not from garlic bulbs, but from garlic bulbils. So when you let them go to seed, it's not actually seed, they make bulbils. And if you plant them and let them grow on, then the following fall, they are big enough where you can actually plant them as garlic bulbs. So this is sea holly. It's one of Bruce's favorites, so we have two of those back there. This, I'm hoping, is Astrantia. I can't remember the common name for it. And that is a daylily. These are my two Chicago hardy fig trees. This little guy has actually got some stuff going on. And this one's got a little bit of green there at that tip, so I'm hoping he does fine. I actually have another one farther back in the corner, and we'll get to that. On a whim, I planted a row of carrots and a row of beets there. I do have a couple carrots coming up. I'm actually hoping that they don't do very well because I don't really want to give that space to them when things are starting to hop in here. Those are little pots of parsley that I brought down. These two big holes are where those pots were sunk in the ground for the winter. That is a tray of lettuce seedlings that I just brought down. I may regret doing that because it may dry out too much in here, but I do plan to come down midweek. So hopefully they'll get watered. There's a pea plant and another pea plant. These are artichokes. This little guy there is a rhododendron. Unfortunately, I don't remember which rhododendron it is. It might be the Edith Bosley, which is a beautiful dark purple. That is a Swiss chard of the bright lights variety. Doesn't do so great. I have another one over the other side that's a regular. That is a loofah, which is a kind of gourd that if you let it grow on and then you let it dry out and you peel the skin off the gourd, it's almost like it makes a scrubby cloth. These guys obviously are my onions. These ones, the big strong ones, are the ones called New York Early. These ones are Alto Leek. And these ones are called Red of Florence. These guys probably got brought down here a little bit too early. So they haven't been watered since last Saturday. And they were a little bit dried out. And I think I lost some of them because there are some empty cells. So that makes me wonder if I should probably bring my lettuce seedlings back. But if I come down midweek, it should be fine. This second last tray right here is, I think, a red variety that I grew in the garden last year and I saved seed from. And they look like they're pretty darn healthy. And this tray is a couple rows of New York Early and then a couple rows of leek. Those four things, come on, camera, focus. Those four things are pots of blueberry bushes. So I'm growing those on. We'll plant them outside this summer. These are all arugula, which we love. It's like in Britain it's called rocket. In French it's roquette. And it's a spicy, spicy green. We love it. Here's my other loofah plant. There's some more salads, salad greens and salad reds that are going to grow on in here for a while. I just brought them down. This is the other piece of the fig tree. I stuck it in the ground last fall, so I'm not quite sure what it's doing. I had another one, but it died. So I just brought those guys down. On the far right, I have 4 rows of dill, and the rest is kale. That is my Swiss chard of the Lucius variety. It's doing very well. My ever-bearing strawberries had so many runners last year. I kept potting them up. And come fall, I didn't know what to do with them, so I just brought them in here, sunk them in the ground to help protect them, and they did well. Those are onion. They're probably all red onion, not 100% sure. And in this corner, I have a rosemary that I pumped in late last fall. I think it's doing just fine. Not very big, but that's okay. So, what our temperature's been like. What have the temperatures been like in here? Well, I have a max min thermometer, and in the past week, the minimum temperature has been like 9 degrees, I think, and the maximum, well, currently the maximum is 24. When I got here today, it was just over 20 for the recorded maximum. That's for the past week. Granted, our days outside haven't been that great. I think we've gotten maybe 14 degrees one day, but most of the days have been around 10 degrees. And nights, there have been a few below 0. I guess that's all to show you for today. See you soon. Bye-bye.